Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, this is Loki, and today we are watching Season 2, Episode 4 of Lost. I cannot wait to get into this because this season has been so good so far, and I just can't wait to watch more and discover more and just spend longer with these characters. Last episode, we learned a lot more about the Dharma Initiative. I have a lot of new theories because of it. We also had a great Locke and Jack moment. And we also had me saying all my children when I meant married with children, embarrassing myself just for everyone to see. Anyway, I think that's about where we left off. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so let's get into the... Oh, wait. We also have the whole Sawyer, Michael, Jen in a prison from the other plane crash people. That's happening too. All right, now I've said everything, I think. So without any further rambling, let's get into it and see what this episode brings.
And to tell you I never felt this way before.
Hi there, Hurley.
Did he just speak full English?
Jen, you're here.
I sure am.
This has got to be a dream or
Dude,
something.
you speak English.
No. You're speaking Korean.
What?
Nah.
This is for sure a dream.
Everything's going to change.
Who's that guy in the outfit?
Everything's going to change. Have a cluckety-cluck-cluck day, Hugo.
Hurley.
Weird dream.
You next.
Gun's only got one bullet. She ain't gonna waste it. Ow! Son of a bitch! Oh! God!
Grab the rope.
You think they're gonna leave Sawyer down there?
You want me, Hot Lips? Gonna have to come down here and get me,
I figured.
bitch.
Maybe if you pray every day, Jesus Christ will come down from heaven, take 200 pounds and bring you a decent woman and a new car. Yes, Jesus can bring you a new car.
Maybe I don't want to change. Maybe I like my life.
Oh, that must be Jesus.
What's in it?
Nothing really.
You've been out there an entire day and night. Looking at nothing?
Oh, so they're not gonna tell people?
Kind of like a bunker. You know, from World War II.
A bunker.
Only newer.
And what's in it?
Interesting.
I don't know.
That's what I've been saying this whole
But
time.
somehow you know it's a bunker. You're gonna lie to me? You're gonna lie to the baby?
Okay, well the baby's not
Dude,
listening.
look, I'd never lied.
Oh, and the time you told me you were worth $150 million.
That was
It's 156 million.
I'm sorry. I must confuse it with the 900 trillion I am worth myself. And this baby's made of chocolate lollipops, so if you'll excuse us, I'm gonna flap my wings and fly off this island.
I mean, honestly, it's not that crazy. People do win the lottery, so I still think it's silly that he refuses to believe him. We're seeing Rose again. It has been a hot minute.
Don't you want to know?
Well, whatever it is, it's not gonna help get this laundry done, now is it?
I guess she's
Well,
more of like a what's right in front of you.
Actually,
type
it
of person.
sort of is.
Is there a washing machine and detergent?
Hurley. Who else did you tell?
No one.
Literally just Rose.
Hello, Jack.
Hey, Rose.
She's cool. She won't tell anyone.
Why are we
I
not
don't even know what I would say.
telling everyone? Like, why are we keeping this a secret? Oh, it's all their messages, so that's where the bottle went. It came back. Got caught in the current towards the island.
Bernard, that was your husband?
Is my husband.
Oh, but
I thought it was in the back of the plane.
Well, you see, actually, I know
I'm
something.
sorry, I didn't mean.
No, that's
You
okay. Don't feel bad. Bernard is fine. I know it.
Okay, but
You want to get the canned tuna?
I just realized, though, like, what if her husband still did die? Hey,
You okay, man?
he's from Supernatural.
Yeah.
DJ Qualls, right?
Ray, my office, now.
So he hasn't turned in the lottery ticket yet.
Those napkins cost money. All right, it's 2 per customer. 2.
We're not made of money here, Mr. Clucks, right?
2? You should see how many Taco Bell gives you.
Dude, I quit.
I quit too.
Oh, damn.
What? Looks like we got ourselves a day off. Who needs money when you got good looks? I got Claire's baby back. I didn't go swanning off to the Black Rock on the bloody A-Team mission, but I would have. Someone had asked me. I think I'm entitled to some sodding answers around here.
I think that's fair. Oh, damn.
How's it going?
It's not.
I was gonna say
On the other
slow.
side of this door, there's more concrete. I'd say it's at least 8 to 10 feet thick. You see this? Interesting. Good thing this is titanium. Almost no magnetic attraction. But we're not going to get in up here. Up here.
Go from under? I was gonna say above.
Perhaps we can go under it.
Grab the rope.
I ain't doing nothing till I know my friends are okay.
So we friends now, huh?
You got a rock? You looking for some revenge? You got 3 seconds to drop it.
Oh, no.
1, 2.
Oh.
It makes sense that he would have a rock for defense, though. Like, he can't trust y'all still.
Shut up! When I tell you to do something, you do it. I say move, you move. I say stop,
Why?
you stop. I say jump, what do you say?
Fuck you.
You don't like the rules. I toss your ass back in the pit right now. You understand?
How about you just let me go? Because you have no fucking authority. You're just a random ass person on a fucking random ass island.
What happens if we don't push it?
We're not gonna find out. I'm setting up a system. I'm still working on it, but it looks like it's gonna be 2-person shifts every 6 hours or so.
Shifts. Pushing a button.
Oh, and there's a record player.
Music.
What's Hurley been doing there?
He's in charge of the food.
Food.
I don't even want.
Peanut butter.
What?
Peanut butter. Nutty, creamy, staple of children everywhere.
Because Claire likes it.
Yeah. A couple jars.
Brilliant. How about you give us one?
It's for Claire.
No can do, man.
You're saying
Rationing.
no to a nursing mother?
It's not like that.
Oh, it's exactly like that. You know, I never
No,
thought this would
you're
happen, but it
using
did.
guilt.
Become one of them.
One of them?
Them. The man. Management. I thought we were friends. You've changed, man.
I just don't understand why everyone is thinking that they should get special privileges.
Hugo,
Starla.
why aren't you chuckleheads at work?
Starla.
Exploring
She's pretty.
other opportunities.
You quit?
I did.
He's mixing it up today. He's off the rails. Somebody get a straight jacket.
Hey, can I try those on?
You're messing with my worldview here, Hugo. You're my rock. I mean, if you quit your job, the next thing you know, bees will stop making honey, and flowers will die, and hell, the whole damn thing will fall apart.
And I was wondering, maybe Friday?
I have to work.
Oh, no, I didn't mean...
I could probably go Saturday. Is that cool?
Yeah. That's
Dude, you've been crushing on this girl for months and doing nothing. Today, you're freaking Fabio. Seriously, man, what has gotten into you?
Nothing. I just wanted to ask her out before...
Before what?
Nothing.
She said yes, though. It makes me sad, though, because, like, now he's here, obviously, so.
So what do you think, Saeed? What do I think about what, Jack?
Right? That was very big.
And what do you think is going on?
Beats the hell
The
out
last
of
time
me.
I heard the concrete being poured over everything in this way was Chernobyl.
You took a shower.
You could use one.
Sorry.
Maybe a little later.
Right, I mean, it's scary.
I'll leave the shampoo for you.
Yeah, good, because you can't take a whole bottle for yourself. How much shampoo would he need, though? He has, like, almost no hair.
I'm Libby.
Libby.
Michael. How many of you survived?
23 of us.
23. How did they get a bunker? Everybody's just got a bunker now. You get a bunker, you get a bunker, everybody gets a fucking bunker. Oh, I know that actor. That doesn't look like 23 people. Where are the rest?
I thought you said there were 23 of you.
Did they get sick?
They were.
Did they get sick? Where is Rosa's husband? Because I don't need these people to have survived only for her husband to fucking have died. Like, that would be some shit. Oh, the bottle.
I found something out in the water, and I told Shannon about it.
It's the messages from the raft.
They
I
think
thought
that,
you should decide what to do.
they think that they're dead because of the messages. I mean, lots of instances could have happened where those got off the boat.
Why'd you tell Charlie, man?
Because he asked, Hugo.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have. You should have listened to me about coming down your period. Now it's all gonna change. Everything.
Change is good, Hugo.
You know,
Not always.
people say that, but it's not true, man. Trust me, I know. And guess who gets to be the bad guy? Who has to say, no, you can't have peanut butter for the cute blonde and her poor island baby. You know who? It's me.
I'm sorry, Hugo. You don't get to quit.
Okay, then.
Ooh. He can go into badass mode. Would be here for that, honestly. Hopefully he's not just leaving. Oh, the dynamite?
More of an angle.
Hey!
Run!
Cluck you.
Dude, what are you doing?
Freedom!
That's funny.
So, anything else you want to do tonight? You better let me know now.
Promise me that no matter what happens, we'll never change. This will never change.
I have a feeling it will change.
We'll always stay the same.
I'll do you one better.
Well, you can't stay
Not
the
only will I stay
same.
gold, pony boy, I will
Aw.
drink to it.
Okay, well, don't drink and drive.
Can I borrow $2?
But also, like, you can't promise to never change because people just change throughout the course of their lives, and your relationships shift and change with that, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I just hope it doesn't change for, like, a negative way. What the fuck is he doing?
I'm sorry, but I can't let it happen again.
Because people will see him differently, then treat him differently.
Somebody won the lottery.
That's the guy. That's the guy.
Then they'll get really mad and start asking, why does Hugo have everything? Why should he get to decide? Then they'll all hate me.
If his friend just automatically hates him because he won the lottery, then, like, which I don't think is what happened, but, like, if, let's say that is what happened, then, like, that's a shitty friend. Like, right? So they're just gonna give, like, certain items to different people. Is that what his plan is? he know what people want? Like, shouldn't there be some sort of system of, like, people getting to choose what item they get? Also, someone told me that the actress is, like, either hates or is allergic to peanut butter in real life, so it's kind of funny that the character loves it. Yep, I'm kind of annoyed, though, that, like, Charlie's happy because he got what he wanted. Oh, she's gonna bury it. She's not gonna tell anybody. They're all happy. She doesn't want to take away their hope, right?
Where you came from?
Is that Bernard?
Is there a woman named Rose there?
Is it Bernard?
Black chick in her 50s.
Are you Bernard?
She okay?
Yeah, man. She's okay.
Is he Bernard? He has to be, right?
Michael. I'm Michael.
Thank you, Michael. I'm Bernard.
I thought he might have been because he's older, but I didn't want to get my hopes up. You know, he could have just been a random old man. Oh. Now I just really hope nobody here gets sick. Oh, Rose, you gonna steal a candy? Well, I guess it's not stealing. Everybody gets whatever, right? Bernard's alive! So I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm just a little bit more subdued anyway. But I feel like this was just kind of a more chill episode, right? Like, the first 3 episodes are kind of like punch, 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 like go, go, go. And this episode was kind of like, okay, now we're going to take a break. Now, that does slightly concern me because does that mean that we're like taking a little break and then we're going to like punch, 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 you know? I'm not sure. Or if I'm just interpreting this episode to be more chill because I don't feel great, so I'm more chill. I don't know. I do want to talk about Bernard being alive first and the fact that we have found the others' base camp and apparently they also have a bunker. Their bunker was, I guess, not quarantined because it looks like there's like, I don't know, I didn't count at any point, but I'm gonna say like between 7 and 10 at most of them, maybe 5 to 10. Libby, Lucia, Bernard, and then a few other unnamed. I'm gonna say, yeah, between like 5 and 10. So that means that they've lost, unless there's characters that we're just not seeing, which it didn't seem that way, but it seems like they've lost between like 13, at least 13 people, probably, right? So that's pretty concerning. They've only been on this island for like, was it 44 days that Locke said in the first episode? 44 days, yeah. So they've been on this island for 44 days and that many people have already died of whatever this sickness is pretty concerning, right? Like, I'm gonna assume that they didn't have like medicine or anything like that, but still, it's a bit it's concerning, okay? That's all I can really say. However, that being said, I am happy that Bernard is currently alive, happy that we currently have him, need to get him back to Rose ASAP, need her to be okay, need him to be okay, need a cute little reunion to be okay. Now, we also have Lucia and Libby are somewhat new characters. We saw Lucia in the end of season 1 with Jack at the airport bar, which is how we, you know, could recognize her when we saw her in the last episode and then sort of figure out that shit was suspicious. But Libby, I think this is the first time we've seen her. So I wonder if we're going to start getting flashbacks about these people, if they're going to become, like, important named characters that we need to, like, add to the roster. Or if they're going to get the sort of ours treatment and, like, we don't have to worry about them. Not sure. So far, we've gotten Desmond, Bernard, Libby, Ana Lucia. Those are the named ones, I think. The new named ones. So we'll see. I think Desmond seems important. People tell me he's, you know, their favorite character, so I assume he sticks around longer than what we've seen of him. Otherwise, would be a strange favorite character to pick. But yeah, I'm not sure about any of these other characters, so we'll see. I cannot lie, like, I'm not getting off to the best start with Ana Lucia, and I can see a world where they're gonna try to put her and Hurley, not her and Hurley, her and Sawyer together, and, like, because they're both kind of brass and off-putting sometimes, right? And, like, I don't really want that so far because I don't like her character thus far, because I just feel like, obviously I know Sawyer. We've been with Sawyer for a whole season at this point, and he kind of always gets the shit end of the stick so far, and it's kind of frustrating to me. So to see, like, another character who is new and whatever, like, also do that to him is just, it's like, it's frustrating. Obviously, I'm not gonna trust you. You kidnapped me, put me in a hole, stole my gun, used information I gave you. Like, not used information, but, like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Like, interrogated me without my knowledge. Like, I don't know. She was being shitty. And so it frustrates me that, like, I understand where she was coming from. They don't know who you are. They don't know if they can trust you. Who knows if they've heard about the others? Who knows if they're worried about others? Just in general, it would be concerning to meet other people on, like, a island that you are pretty sure is deserted. Like, I get the need for caution. I get the need for trying to get information out of them. I get all of that. Don't hold that against her or any of them at all. But I just feel like the way she went about it was, like, she was being a dick. And, yeah. I don't know. That's my opinion so far. Not super big fan. And just not a fan of Sawyer kind of continuously getting the shitty end of the stick, right? When in regards to, like, other characters and their opinions and the way that they treat him and stuff, right? Now, something else that kind of frustrated me, and honestly, I don't love the resolution of it, but, like, Hurley feeling like this is him having something that other people don't have, and then, like, being worried that that's going to turn people against him like it did in his life. I really like the parallel of that. That I really liked. I don't love that, like, people were just assuming that they should get things, and then sort of people got things ultimately, right? Like, I get that I get Hurley saying this is enough for, like, one man to have 3 meals a day for, like, 3 months. However, it's not enough for us to, like, ration out to everybody. Like, sure, I guess that makes sense, but I also feel like, I guess they didn't show if, like, Hurley went around asking, like, telling people the inventory, asking them what they would like to take, and then, like, sort of divvying that up. I assume that is what happened, but they didn't show it. And I sort of also wish that they had, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how I wish it went differently, but, like, I just wish that there was less entitlement from people in the process of it. Right? Like, I know that, like, Kate went in and took, like, soap and shampoo, and she didn't use it all, obviously. She just washed her hair and, like, left it in the bathroom. Sure, that's fine. But I just wish that she had asked, and then there could have been, like, a rationing. Like, Charlie going and asking for peanut butter for Claire makes sense because he likes her. But then getting upset when Hurley's like, actually, I have to ration this stuff out is frustrating because it's like, yeah. And then him being like, oh, you're going to deny a nursing mother. Like, okay, but you're trying to make it into something that it's not. He has to think about the other 43 people, or 42 if he's not including himself, on the island who might want just one fucking bite of peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. That was frustrating. To me personally. Because I think what's frustrating is it feels like the solution to Hurley being the one to choose what everybody gets and therefore being unliked is just to give everybody what they want, and then he's still liked. And I feel like that doesn't challenge him to be in that position again and realize that it was unfair for people to not like him because of it, right? Because, like, let's say that you win the lottery. Not going to happen to, like, most of us in our lives. But let's say that did happen. I think most people keep it a secret, right? If you live in a state where that's possible. I mean, I think that would be the smart thing to do. But let's say you do, and then people find out, and they're upset because they're like Hurley was saying, why does Hurley get this thing that I don't get? I think that that is a valid human reaction, to be like, well, it really sucks that he won the lottery and not me. But that's kind of as far as I would go with it, because, like, okay, sure, it sucks, but it happened. That's life, you know. Most people don't win the lottery. It's just a fluke thing, and I don't know, kind of like Locke said, it is what it is, right? So I think that people getting upset at him over that is kind of ridiculous. Like I said, to feel initial feelings of, like, jealousy or whatever, like, I think that's fine. That's just normal. That's being human. You're like, oh, why does this person, you know, get this easy life and I have to suffer? I think that that makes sense, right? It's a very, like I said, human thing. But to then take it further and to treat that person differently and to, like, see them differently because of it is kind of where it's getting a bit iffy. Now, we didn't see everything, obviously. It made it seem like his friend Johnny cut him off after he won the lottery. I was worried that something bad was going to happen to his friend Johnny because, you know, Hurley's whole bad luck streak. I thought it was going to start with his friend and then that's where it was going to go. But he doesn't seem, based off this episode, like the kind of guy that would get mad at Hurley forever about it. Like, maybe he's upset that he didn't tell him, right? And, like, in his mind, like, let him quit knowing that he was fine and his friend would have to get another job. But he didn't tell his friend to quit anyway, so, like, that's on him. And then also, like, I don't know, it would be shitty of his friend if he did get upset at him for not telling him, because, like, let's be honest, like I said, if you had the ability to hide it, obviously Hurley was on the news, like, everybody knew, a lot of people knew who he was. Like, he was even on the TV at, the place that Jen went in in season 1, right? He was on the TV at either, like, where Jen was living or when he went to that other guy's house. Like, he, you know, it was news. He won $156 million. Or maybe more. I'm not sure if that was, like, the number after he spent some of it. Anyway, my point, if you weren't on the news and it wasn't broadcast, I think, like I said before, most of us would keep it a secret. Like, you wouldn't tell anybody. You wouldn't put that target on your back. You wouldn't, you know, like, you would just keep it, right? Am I right? Like, if you live in a state where that is allowed and you won the lottery, like, you're keeping that shit a secret, right? Because, like, that just makes sense to me. I don't know. I'm also an incredibly paranoid person, so I wouldn't say incredibly. It's not, like, debilitating, but I also am, like, quite anxious, and I watch too many, like, procedural crime shows and true crime things, like documentaries, honestly, for somebody who is concerned about those things as I am. So that's my own shit. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I guess, like, thinking about it post at the episode, I'm not as upset about what happened with the food. I think, like, in the moment, I was more upset because it felt like it was giving the characters who were being a little bit entitled, like, a free pass for that behavior. And it was, like, punishing Hurley for trying to set those boundaries in the first place, right? But I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking about it too much, right? Like, if people got, like, a little, like, if the system was, like, Hurley had, like, this, like, list, or Rose, or whoever, right? They created this list of all the food, and they were like, hey guys, like, we come to you, we don't have it, we found this food, there's not enough for everybody to get a little bit of everything. What is your favorite thing? You can have that, like, if you look on this list and it's available, right? So if they did it that way, then I guess that's relatively fair as well. I think what I was mostly upset about is just, like, Charlie thinking that he should get a whole jar of peanut butter for Claire. Like, what if everyone on the island loves peanut? Like, we don't know how, like, most people like peanut butter, right? Like, I love peanut butter. Calvin loves peanut butter. Like, it's a very common thing to like peanut butter. So, like, if I'm on the island and they're like, oh, we have only this much peanut butter, and I love peanut butter, and that's, like, the one thing that I really want, I would be like, I'll take, like, a spoonful, because I understand that we're on a fucking island in the middle of nowhere, and I'm trying to be respectful that there's other people that might want this thing, right? So I guess, like, I think that's just what upset me. The idea that people wouldn't be respectful of having a small amount and then get mad at Hurley for having to be the person to tell them that they can't have all of it. You know what I mean? I think I'm just feeling very protective of the characters that I like in this episode. Like, with Sawyer, like, Anna Lucia being shitty to him. Like, I'm like, bye for now. Like, you know, like, I don't care. I'm real sick of people just being shitty to Sawyer for, like, he's just trying to exist here. And then Charlie being shitty to Hurley. And then being happy only because he got what he wanted. Yeah, I think I'm just tired of people being shitty to the people that I like. Okay, something else that I don't understand is, or I find a little bit frustrating, is, sure, people were like, we think that Jack should kind of be, like, the de facto leader of this de facto society that we sort of created. Am I using the word de facto right? Why does that feel like I'm not? Let me see. Sure. I mean, close enough. But I know that people sort of, like, elected Jack to be the leader, but it does kind of frustrate me that we have, like, Jack and Locke and Kate and Saeed, like, just a few people that know about this bunker, and they're like, we shouldn't tell everybody else. it's like, that just doesn't feel fair, right? Because, like, what if I'm just, like, a random person on this island, right? Like, I'm not a main character, whatever. Like, I just don't get to know shit. Like, all this shit is happening. And I'm just sitting here on the beach, oblivious, because no one's telling me anything, because they've decided that I don't need to know it, even though it affects me as a person stuck on this island. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of getting frustrated at that divide. Now, obviously we don't have enough time or energy or whatever to devote to, like, personally naming and getting to know 40 something characters, right? Like, it's just not possible. There's just too many. I don't need all of the random people who get named, like Steve or whatever. I don't even need those people to, like, they exist. We hear about them. That's fine. I don't need them to get screen time. I don't need them to get individual storylines. I don't need any of that. I just kind of need them to be more transparent with the other people on this island, because it definitely feels like there's this divide, and the divide feels artificial and unfair, right? It's like, sure, maybe some things you don't want to tell everybody, like the gun situation, or I don't know, certain situations, yeah. But then also I think that finding a bunch of food in a bunker, finding this, like, timer in a bunker on this island, like, I think that that's relevant information that everybody needs to know. Obviously, they eventually found out about the food and, like, the bunker and everything. But it's just, and I understand not telling people right away, but I don't know. I just feel like the level of shit that they don't tell the other people on the island is kind of, like, a lot. You know? I am glad we got another Hurley episode. I love Hurley. I love his episodes. I like to know more about him. I want to know what the fuck happened with him and Starla. She was cute. They could be cute. I could ship it. Obviously, like I said during the episode, now he's on the island, so, like, I guess it doesn't really matter. But, like, I want to know still, because that was cute. I think it's really interesting that Sun decided to bury the bottle with all the things. Like, they brought it to her and they were like, you can do with it. Like, we think you should decide what to do with it. And she decided to bury it. I think it is totally in line with what the core characters on the show kind of talk about, which is the idea that we have to preserve hope in everybody, because, I mean, honestly, if you're a person and you don't have hope, then what's the point, kind of, right? Like, you're gonna stop fighting if you don't have hope that anything will ever get better or change, or, yeah, basically get better or change, right? Like, if you don't have that hope, then what are you fighting for? Like, what's the fucking point? Pardon my language. I like how I say that after I've cussed, like, this entire reaction and every reaction. But yeah, I like, because I think that that's what she's doing, is preserving hope. Now, I don't think it I mean, obviously, we know that it doesn't mean that they're dead, because we know they're just on the other part of the island. But if we didn't know that, it also wouldn't necessarily mean that they were dead. Like, if that just happened and they hadn't shown them yet in this season, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, they're dead. I would be like, it's possible they're dead, but one, if I didn't see it, it didn't happen, because this is television. And two, sorry, I confused myself. But two, like, any number of things could have happened that could have made the bottle fall off the very makeshift raft that they had, let's be honest. So, yeah, I wouldn't assume it meant that they were dead. Now, I don't know what Sun assumed, but she did seem upset. But yeah, I like to think that the reason that she buried it was to preserve the hope, like I said. So, I'm not sure if that's what it was or not, but I'm gonna choose to believe that's what it was, because I like that narrative. Sorry if I was, like I said, more low energy than usual. Just trying to get through this virus, whatever it is. But I didn't want to miss Lost because I love it and it makes me feel better. So, yeah. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. I hope that you come back and watch the next episode with me, where hopefully I will be less ill. And, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you did. If you're here, you did. So, oh my god, my brain is buffering so hard right now. Oh, I think my brain was like, oh, we're done. So, I'm quitting. Bye. Anyway, if you want to watch the next episode, you can right now over on Patreon. That's episode 5. And that will be linked in the description down below, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and all the episodes so far of Lost. That is over on Patreon as well. And yeah, that's kind of it until episode 5. Also, the other day I called Hurley Hugo, because that is his name, honestly. And then I was like, wait, no, that's, what am I saying? Like, this doesn't sound right. Like, that's not his name. And then I was like, oh, wait, it is his name. And I was talking to Calvin because I was telling him about one of the episodes, like the last episode, I think. And I was talking about Hurley, and I called him Hugo, and he was like, who? And I was like, Hurley. I was like, his name is Hugo, right? And then he confused me and made me think that I was wrong, because it's been so long since he's seen Lost. And he only saw like the first 2 or 3 seasons. Anyway, I have no point to this story except for I need to somehow get Calvin to watch Lost again, because I want to talk about it to him. Anyway, here's a chunky kitty for you. A chunky boy. Oh my goodness. Say bye, Sammy. You're so cute. I love you. I love you. Sorry. Okay, I'm harassing. Goodbye, guys.